wasn't lying when they said it. They wasn't lying when they said it. They wasn't lying when they said it. No, nigga, I'm the new motherfucking puppet master. They wasn't lying when they said it. That's why I'm so cocky. That's why I'm so bold. I'm so bold. That's why I'm so cocky. That's why I'm so bold. I'm so bold. I ain't got to lay hands. I ain't got to touch nothing. I ain't got to lay hands. I ain't got to touch nothing. Fuck you talking about, nigga. I'm a Mac. Fuck.
Peace to the nation. I hope this evening finds you all well. I'm headed to my assignment. I was just thinking. One should think at least 3 times a day. I don't know why this person won't let me come on over to where I need to get over to the lane I need to get over to. It's quite an adventure to drive in Cook County, Illinois. You better know how to drive on these little streets here, well, at least on the freeway. Even on the streets too, but I digress. Yeah, I was just thinking, one should think at least 3 times a day. I just saw, when I came on here to do this video, one of the headlines, one of the pages, one of the channels I watch, Michi's channel, she had the headline that Carmelo Anthony's family that came out and said it's whatever. I know that I had heard people saying they bought a house with the GoFundMe money, and then later on I heard a correction. Another person said that they actually just rented the house in the gated community, which actually makes logical sense considering that a lot of people, a lot of African American Black folks have decided to make Carmelo Anthony some type of revolutionary hero in the name of blackness, which, like I said, that was not, I've said in the last other videos, that was not constructive in the first place. It was just, he made a bad decision. He could have been a black kid, an Asian kid, whatever type of kid. Which brings me to the point that I'm attempting to make here. I didn't read the full question. Matter of fact, I guess it would be a good idea to read the full question. Somebody had wrote a comment on my post about Carmelo and Austin, in reference to how my thoughts on both of the young men. And they said, they asked me the question, like this question kind of started off, how can I be compassionate to Austin? I guess, they would probably use other words. How can I be compassionate to the good old Austin fella, the young fella, the bully, the alleged bully? Well, in the first place, one thing we got to consider, these emotions that we have and the way we stand on our positions and our morals and our ethics, the reason that we have these things is pretty much for our own, how people view us, our own ego, our own reputation or image that we put out here. So you think about it, okay? It's kind of like forgiveness. They say, you can, I'll forgive, but I won't forget. And that's understanding because you want to be able to have that reference in your mind. Well, I remember when such and such pulled this play on me. So I need to be aware of it coming against, but that's forgiveness. That's one aspect of, I guess, one's character. Compassion is another. Compassion isn't always necessarily for the person that you may be putting it on or that may be receiving it. Compassion is also utilized for the person that is giving it, that is allowing the compassion to be given out. You can easily hold grudges, or you can feel certain, and really in this situation with these 2 teenage boys, ain't nobody really have no ground outside of them 2 boys and their family, and I guess whomever friends. They really don't have any interest or grudge on that in the first place. The only thing that a lot of good African American Black people have done is assume this to be some type of cause, which it isn't. He made a bad mistake, and the more, and then people say, and I said it. I said the fact that y'all attempting to make this young boy Nat Turner is an issue. But I don't know why this truck going 5 miles an hour, B. I got the part, homie. Y'all making this boy Nat Turner, it's kind of shameful. And it was saying, you know, it was the backlash saying, wow, but he was a racist bully, he got what he deserved, and it was people saying all manners of evil things about this person, and me seeing, me reading and hearing these people say these things, they didn't necessarily have put me in a position to have any aversion toward the deceased. The young boy has passed away. Young boy, he no longer walks earth. His brother will miss him forever. It didn't put me in a position to have any ill feelings toward the boy. I was looking sideways at the people making the comments. I'm like, man, that ain't even necessary. You about fucking 45. You talking about this dead kid like that? You know what I mean? And I don't, you know, I guess some people may have a reason. I grew up around white folk. My mama live around white folk. I don't inherently hate nobody, especially white folk. You know, because I know that I have been in the benefit, and you know, and have had the aid of people that are white. You know, and pretty much when you live underneath the society, people say, "Oh, this is a system of white supremacy." If you're living under a system of white supremacy, do you believe in your mind that you can exist under a system of white supremacy without any help from the white folk? Because if you do, then you are delusional. If you don't believe that you gonna need them white folk help, then you are delusional. Why not have compassion for the young boy? Why not have compassion for his brother? And then it comes down to the fact, like, I've done things in my past. I've been mean to folk. I'm gonna let you write. Check out. Hi, two people. These robots like a motherfucker. Busy baby. What's happening? Hit the line. Appreciate it, busy. I've done things in my life, man. And you know, and I've been in situations where I've come close to losing my life. So I would like to believe, you know, I can't really say it because I still do things that are unhealthy and not good for me. But I do want to live. I got reason. I need to straighten out my situation. You know, go on, use my gym membership for a change. I can't go around holding grudges and hatred and being and pretty much standing for a cause. Why y'all putting the revolution on a kid? I've seen people put the revolution on a kid, and then they wonder why the white folks talk the way they talking. All y'all got to do is mind y'all motherfucking business. If people just stand back and let it play out, it'll play out. But then again, I guess you can't help but have concern about the young Carmelo, and that's fair. But it's still, you still got to think about the psychological aspects. The two boys, I think they live with their pappy. I don't know what they mammy is. People got feelings, it may seem sometime, but then you can't, it may seem sometime the white man cold, but then again, seems sometime the black man cold. Not trying to, of course, we like to participate in deflection of say, what about Cal Rittenhouse? We like to participate in deflection, but it's just common facts. Everybody underneath every group ain't always nice and kind and loving. But with that being said, why I gave compassion to the boy? Why not? It ain't hurting me. It's actually making me feel better, I would imagine. So with that being said, man, I got to go on and get ready to handle what I need to handle. Yeah, there you go. Go on, need to handle what I need to handle. And I sure appreciate y'all for tapping in, busy baby. Much love, sis. And I'll holler at y'all next go round. 2 palms up, count all your blessings, spread a blessing, be a blessing to somebody, show some love, man. Don't be so sour-hearted. Niggas is sour-hearted nowadays. Peace and love. I'll holler at y'all next go around. Damn, my line. I got to do something about this goddamn line. I got the worst line. You get old. At least I ain't balding all the way yet, but my hairline is looking crazy. I can't get it to be straight the right way. All right, busy big boss man. I appreciate you coming through, man. I got to go ahead and hit the plantation. Peace and love, nigga nation and nothing. 2 palms up. 912. All right, y'all came through. We're gonna do a long one. I'm off the next 3 days. We're gonna do a long one. Peace and love.